revolution in Washington, Joe. We have a new agenda and finally a real leader. They got back the Senate, but we have the courts. By the 90s, the Supreme Court will be block-solid Republican appointees. And the federal bench, Republican judges like landmines, everywhere they turn. Affirmative action, take it to court. Boom! Landmine. And we'll get our way on just about everything. Abortion, defense, Central America, family values, a live investment climate. We have the White House locked till the year 2000 and beyond. Permanent fix on the Oval Office? It's possible. By 92, we'll get the Senate back, and in 10 years, the House is going to give us the South. This really is the end of liberalism, the end of New Deal socialism, the end of ipso facto secular humanism, the dawning of a genuinely American political personality, modeled on Ronald Wilson Reagan.
It sounds great, Mr. Heller.
Martin, and justice is the hub, especially since Ed Meese took over. He doesn't specialize in the finer points of the law. He's a flatfoot, a cop. He reminds me of Teddy Roosevelt.
Well, I can't wait to meet him.
Too bad, Joe. He's been dead 60 years. Teddy Roosevelt, you said you wanted to.
Oh,
Little joke. It reminds me.
Shut the fuck up, Martin. See that? Mr. Heller here is one of the mighty forces in D.C. He sitteth on the right hand of the man, who sitteth on the right hand of the man, and yet I can say shut the fuck up, and he will take no offense. Loyalty. He. Martin,
Yes, Roy.
rub my back.
Roy.
No, really. Sore spot. I get them all the time nowadays. Rub it for me, darling. Would you do that for me? How do you think a handful of Bolsheviks turned St. Petersburg into Leningrad in one afternoon? Comrades, do for each other. Marx and Engels, Lenin and Trotsky, Joseph Stalin, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Comrades, right, Martin?
This man, Joe, is a saint of the right.
I know, Mr. Heller.
I know what I mean, Martin. He's special, right?
Don't embarrass him, Roy.
Gravity, decency, smarts. His strength is the strength of 10 because his heart is pure. And he's a Roy boy, 100%.
We're on the move, Joe. We're on the move.
Mr. Heller, I should say that.
Joe's a married man, Martin.
Uh-huh.
With a wife. She doesn't care to go to D.C. until Joe cannot go and keeps us dangling. We've seen that kind of thing before, haven't we? These men and their wives.
Oh, yes. Beware.
I really can't discuss this.
Then don't discuss. Say yes, Joe.
Now.
Say yes, I will.
Now. Now. I'll hold my breath till you do. I'm turning blue waiting. Now, goddammit!
Roy, calm down. It's not.
Oh, so fuck it! Read. Came today.
Roy, this is terrible.
You telling me? A letter from the New York State Bar Association, Martin. You're gonna try and disbar me.
Oh, my.
Why?
Why, Martin?
Revenge.
The whole establishment. Their little rules. Because I know no rules. Because I don't see the law as a dead and arbitrary collection of antiquated dictums. Thou shalt not. Because I know the law is a pliable, breathing, sweating organ. Because
Yes, he borrowed $500,000 from one of these clients.
Yeah, what was that?
Roy, and he forgot to return.
Roy, that's... You borrowed money from a client?
I'm deeply ashamed.
Roy, you know how much I admire you. I mean, I know you have your unorthodox ways, But I'm sure you only did at the time what you thought you needed to do. And I have faith that the system will...
So, Dad, please. When I was alone, just got no paperwork, can't prove a fucking thing.
Roy, I really appreciate you telling me this. And I'll do whatever I can to help.
I'll tell you what you can do. I'm about to be tried, Joe, by a jury that is not a jury of my peers. The disbarment committee. Genteel gentlemen, Brahmin lawyers, country club men. I offend them. To these men, I'm what, Martin, some sort of filthy little Jewish troll?
Well, I wouldn't go so far.
Well, I would. Very fancy lawyers, these disbarment committee lawyers. Fancy lawyers with fancy corporate clients. Antitrust suits, deregulation, environmental control. Complex cases like these need Justice Department cooperation like flowers need the sun. Wouldn't you say that's an accurate assessment, Martin?
I'm not here, Roy. I'm not hearing any of this.
No, of course not. Without the light of the sun, Joe, these cases and the fancy lawyers who represent them would wither and die. A well-placed friend, someone in the Justice Department, say, can turn off the sun. Cast a deep shadow on my behalf. Make them shiver in the cold if they overstep. They would fear that.
Roy, I don't understand.
You do.
You're not asking me to...
Shh!